Welcome to Canary Designs YouTube channel. The idea behind this channel is to shed some light on the tools and techniques required to design on human terms. This first video today is going to look at creating a digital you. Hope you enjoy it. Okay, we're going to start by opening up Jack. This is version 9 of Jack. Jack started life at the University of Pennsylvania in the early 1980s, developed for the NASA space program. So we're opening up, this is an earlier Jack version 6 segmented mail. And we're just going to demonstrate the advanced body scaling feature. We can adjust the weight. And then we've got two postures there. We've got a standing posture and a seated posture. For this demonstration today, we're going to focus on the standing posture. We've got shoulder height, stature, arm length, bideltoid breadth. And here we are actually gathering the data. So this is the first part of creating a digital you. We've started with our weight, stature. These measurements are based on the descriptions in people size, which I will come to in a bit. So we've got shoulder height using the mobile stadiometer. And we're using bone calipers for the bideltoid breadth. I'll do the same again for the hip breadth. We're looking to identify the upper trochanter. And then for arm length, it's the arm in the vertical, and we're measuring off the acromion point. Now, these steps are repeated for myself. And then this data is fed into a database. So you can see we've got the description of how the measurements are taken. And then we're going to add in the first and 99th percentile. This is done by getting into the people size database and identifying the key dimensions. The reason we use people size is because the anthropometric dimensions in people size align with how the digital mannequins are made in Jack. So we've got a straight read across. So this is version 6. Not the most attractive, a bit blocky, but we can do something about that. So we'll start by putting in Gary's data. As you can see, we're just going through identifying the measurements and then hand typing in the dimensions. And you'll see, if you look closely, that the model actually changes dimension. Now, if we want something a bit more modern, a bit more current, rendered version of Gary, then we can load in version 9. And then this is a brand new feature to Jack, and it enables you to copy the anthropometry from the version 6 model onto the version 9 model. Which is quite a nice feature. So how do I know that it's Gary? So I often use color coding. So I will color code the shirt so that I then know that that is Gary in the virtual environment. In this particular case, we're going to go for green. So when we then look at the full range of the target population, we can clearly identify who's in the scene. And they see they're waving goodbye. To find out more, please visit Canary Designs website.